Hello and welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing very wonderfully today. We are about to start our next painting here. This is a previous piece that I finished last night. We're going to be moving on to another one. So basically just going to put this up right now. We're going to swap them out. Let's swap out these paintings real quick. And let's see, so I'm going to lay this actually on top of these other paintings so that we can have some space. Perfect, all right. And we're going to start this new one. How about it? Let's do it. Popping open some of the supplies. And happy Veterans Day to the veterans that are out there. Happy Veterans Day. And for the title of this live stream, the reason why it's titled that way is what I do when I first start is I basically stare at the canvas and then just start laying down colors where I start to imagine them and they start to appear. And it's technically not a hallucination. It's more of a, hey, I'm seeing this this thing appear on a canvas and that's what I'm going to paint type of hallucination. So anyway, that's what this project is, this series. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I need first is to grab a couple of brushes. We grab a couple of brushes here to start off with. Let's see. I'm going to start off with this brush. Actually it's a palette knife. I'm going to start off with a palette knife. We're going to use this for our big brush. Nice big round brush. We're going to go for, we're going to use this as a painterly one. One that's like very painterly, gives us a paintery effect, or a what do I call that? Like a rough small brush is what I meant. Gotta make sure my head's on straight today. I'm saying things that don't make sense. Let's see. What other brush do I want to use? Let's use this brush. So I've got 3 brushes so far, and I'm gonna go for one more. This will be a good one. So here's the 5 brushes that we're going to use for this painting here. Got a round brush. Let's see. Good old round brush. We got a palette knife. Always good for painting. This is a flat brush. But I love this fiber. It's a synthetic fiber, and it lasts a long time. And then we got a smaller round brush that has since been frayed, and we're going to use this for our big brush. So here we go. Let's see what colors I've got. Take inventory of the colors that I've got and what colors I might need. I decided today that I'm going to do more color mixing for this project, which means I need to have, I need to do more color mixing. That's all that means. So, color mixing in the sense that the previous paintings, I haven't really spent a lot of time changing up the color for whatever reason. So So I want to use colors that are atypical for this one. A little bit different color choice to capture a different look. And let's see what we're going to do here. Quinacridone red, or quinacridone rose right here. And let's see what else. I've used that color already. Let's do our quinacridone violet. We're going to lay down our violet, which ends up being like a purple blue. So I'm going to put that right in the center. Actually, you know what? Let's lay that up here in this corner. I want to use colors that I don't usually use. We got our Viridian. I think we need, no matter what, we're always going to need yellow. So let's grab our yellow here. Is this yellow? No, it looks like yellow. It looks like yellow, and it smells like yellow, and it tastes like yellow. It's probably yellow. Just don't taste your paints. Here we go, Georgian yellow. So Georgian cad yellow here. I'm going to use up the rest of this yellow. We will probably use up the whole darn thing. Here we go. So one thing that comes in handy, I use these tube twisties. Twisty tubes. Tube twisters. And what we're going to do right now is going to put this cover back on. And let's see. So this is a great one. It doesn't really work on really big tubes because they're very dense and they're thick. But on these smaller tubes, you can really get out a bit of extra paint. Like maybe 1/4 of the tube goes unused if you don't use one of these things, which, you know, if you know paint is expensive, then you'll realize that 1/4 of a tube is a lot. 1/4 of a tube. And here we go, just getting this paint out. There we go. So I do use a lot of yellow. Let's go ahead and pull this paint out here. Pull out this extra bit of paint. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to dip that right in there. And I got a dark blue, I got a green. We're going to try a different green this time. Let's see, what kind of green should I go for? We're gonna use our olive green. By the way, it's so interesting because, you know, technically you can mix any paint with the primaries. It's not easy, and you can end up wasting a lot of paint because, you know, you have to like know just the right amounts. But more importantly, I think it's interesting to know that the colors that you start with, that you begin with, can ultimately affect how it ends up looking. Because you're going to use your habits of what you're mixing, what appeals to you. But if you actually change up your color choices, it can affect your end result because you're changing up your natural tendencies. So here we go. Let's see. I got so much green. I've been using so many of these other colors. Let me use up this emerald green here. You got an emerald green. Oh no. Let's see if I got a unique blue. I do have a unique blue. Here we go. I'm gonna use a King's Blue, a Royal King's Blue. We're gonna lay that down on this white right here. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue. And we're just changing up the colors that I use a little bit. Just a little bit. And instead of black, I want to mix in some more burnt umber. I want to use burnt umber for our darker color. Let's lay down some burnt umber. We got a yellow ochre up here. I got a big collection of neutrals. Nice little collection of neutrals here. Oh, actually, I have a burnt sienna somewhere. I should use that instead. Let me see. Where's my sienna? Here we go. Here is my sienna. So this is a burnt sienna. I'm gonna throw this down as one of our color choices to work with. This is gonna be like a lighter, like a dark red, like a mosaic color. When I say mosaic, what I meant was like a pueblo, like a house out in the desert, like one of those clay, like a clay color. Is what I should say, clay color, a red clay color, and using the tube twisters just to get out that extra bit of paint. It's amazing how much paint you get out of a tube, if you use a tube twister, and how much you miss out on if you don't use it. Just a little hack to get an extra 25% out of your paint. I mean, no matter how good you are at squeezing, like, you're just not going to get this good, right? Like, this is literally pushing out. You can see these grooves, and it literally squeezes out every bit. No matter how good you are at squeezing, no matter how strong your fingers are or whatever, you're not going to be able to get the same amount of paint out as if you had one of the squeezers. And I would say that you make your money back in as little as, if you buy like regular size tubes, if you buy like 40 milliliter tubes, I would say, 40 milliliter would be this size. Or this is 37 milliliter. So if you buy 37 milliliter tubes, I would say that you make your money back with buying one of these tube squeezers. And this is a really cheap tube squeezer, by the way. Don't use it for like toothpaste because it rusts very easily. I had one from my bathroom to use for toothpaste, and it rusted like after the first week. So the quality of this, as far as using it for all purposes, is not very good. But the quality for paint squeezers is pretty good. I wouldn't go any bigger than this size on these because it could be really hard to squeeze. But I mean, there's like better ones that are designed for the big tubes. But for the majority of tube sizes that are smaller than that are like 40 or lower, this is 37 milliliters. This is like the highest size you'd want to go. But it works wonders. You'll probably, each of these can cost like up to, these could range from $5, not this specific brand, just don't imagine this brand, just imagine this size of tube. This 40 milliliter tube size can range anywhere from like $10 to like $75 for a single tube. So, I don't want to say a price, but, if you use like an average price one, say $20 tube of these, $20, you probably make your money back in like 2 tubes. Just 2 tubes of paint of using this, you'll make your money back because it'll help you squeeze out that extra bit, that extra maybe $3 or $4 worth of paint right there. That adds up. If you're being economical, if you don't care, then it doesn't matter. But it's hard enough. It's hard enough being an economical artist because the paint just like dries and it just stacks and piles and piles and piles, and it goes in, so much of it goes into the garbage. But it's hard enough being economical. No need to throw even more paint into a garbage can. So here we go. As I say, paint should go on a canvas, on a wall, on your grandmother's kitchen table. Your parents might get upset at you, but it could go on a couch, accidentally on your pets, as long as it's safe. But it should not go in the garbage can. Just kidding. Don't put paint on your pets, please. Unless it's like a safe color, like a hair dye that you're just coloring them, or you're doing a cute little paw print painting or something. But overall, safety, of course. But paint should go everywhere except the garbage can. That's my philosophy here. So I've got work in a few hours, so I want to knock this out before work. I want to do an early morning painting session. I've got this color right here. We're gonna just gonna go. Ooh, I see some lines right here. Let's go start with these lines right here. And honestly, I don't even know if these are gonna stay here. They might change over the course of this painting. But that's how I start these paintings. I start without anything in mind, and I just trust the process of painting whatever it is I start to imagine, or I imagine myself seeing. Let's go like this. We're gonna put this brush down. I take this bigger brush. It's a little stiff. That's okay. I'm gonna go. Let's grab. We're gonna make some of this violet. Actually, let's lighten up this violet. I'm gonna take a little bit of white. Pull our violet forward. We're gonna make like a really light violet out of this. There we go. A nice light violet. Always love these shapes. And here we go. All right, love this color. It's beautiful. There we go. All right. And actually, you know what? With this color, I want to do some of this painting of the sides here. Get the sides painted early ahead of time so that and here we go. Let's keep going. Get the sides painted nice and saturated with paint. All right, there we go. Getting started with that. What's going on, Monty Python Dot? Hello. Welcome. What's going on? Hello from the Ukraine, Monty Python Dot says. I love being able to live stream because I get to chat with people from all over the planet. People come from all over, and it's pretty cool. It's very fascinating. If anyone ever has the opportunity to live stream an activity that they do professionally, I would highly recommend it because it just feels so interesting that no matter where you're streaming from, there's always somebody out there that is just curious to see what you're doing, you know? Like, isn't that a great feeling? And YouTube has made it easier than ever to connect with those people. No matter who you are or what you do, YouTube helps you find an audience. That is just so fascinating to me because, you know, it just is. It's just pretty amazing. It's amazing stuff. So we've got this, I'm gonna make this nice and pink. We're just gonna go right into here. Huh? No. And let's see here. We're gonna go. We're taking this and let's go bring this down a little bit. And here I can actually take another brush. I'm gonna go bring in some more red here. Mix in our yellow.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Alexa, what's the temperature today?
Right now, it's
Let's-
57 degrees Fahrenheit.
Let's actually put some blue into this.
Expect a high of 71 degrees.
Alexa, what's the weather in Santa Clarita today?
In Santa Clarita, California, it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather, with a high of 72 degrees and a low of 45 degrees. Also, there's a wind advisory in effect from Tuesday, November 12th, 2
I think
a.m.
that
to
works.
Wednesday,
All right.
November 13th.
So step one has been completed. Let's go with another brush. I'll take this brush, a nice flat brush right here. Monty Python dots. So, are you a Monty Python fan or are you a Python programming language fan or both? Obviously, you like Monty Python, but the dot part kind of throws me off. It makes me think of like that computer programming language here. Alright, so we've got some green into this. Almost unavoidable.
Do you want coffee?
No, I'm good.
Weird.
Puke?
Spit on the floor. I'm sure that.
I spit. I spit on the floor so that you would step in it. Ha! I got you good.
Did. I know you didn't do that. That's what it's like.
Yeah, so the brushes that I'm using are really rough brushes. They're not really good for spreading paint in a really fine way. But I love them because they help me get this really rough painting effect, which is what I'm going for. Let's go straight across, huh?
New one.
Yep. this.
Scout again.
Doing it again, huh?
Yes. Eat something you're supposed to? Scout.
Of course he did.
What did you eat?
Of course he did. What else would the reason be, huh?
I don't know. You picked up a stomach virus?
From what?
I don't know. Scout.
I know what I gotta do. Wow. Are you hungry?
Food in the bedroom.
I think she wants to play. Can you play with her, cat?
Yeah, I'm gonna make coffee. Come here.
Go get the laser. Get that laser.
Laser. It's over here.
Yeah, it's in there. Here. That's the button in there. Or the big button at the top. All right, let's see what we do from here. We're gonna go. I want coffee. Do I want coffee? Yeah, actually, I do want coffee today. I am very much in the mood for coffee today. Huh?
Me too. Every day. Water.
And here we go, building down this section here. Getting this rough look. We're gonna go around it with some white.
Goodness.
Ah, that's a nice color. I like it. And you know what? We gotta add some clouds. Let's make it cloudy. I want to make it cloudy here. So just give it like a wispiness. And let's see. You know what we gotta do right now.
Right here.
Yeah. Why are you making weird noises, Pookie? What's going on?
Because I stopped the laser for a minute so I can scoop it off.
Oh. She's like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? We're gonna draw, paint something down here. Let's go a little bit of
Cookie.
Yeah, yeah.
get a little bit more red into this.
What are the side buttons on this thing?
I have no clue. Never used them.
A lot of buttons on that.
Huh?
A lot of buttons on that.
Well, it's a presentation pointer. So actually, you know what I think it is you can USB. It connects via USB to a bunch of things.
Going in the pantry. Okay. What's in the cupboard? Look it.
Like there's something.
And let's see. What am I gonna do with the rest of this color? I'm gonna go. Right down here. And let's see. Wish you could edit the names of live streams, but you can't. All right, so what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna paint this. Got that big line right there. Let's do a nice rotation of this. course, we'll paint the sides here. And here we go, keep it going. Let us see here. Go right here. And oh, we got this. We're gonna go here and just do one more right next to it. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and paint with our yellow ochre here. We're gonna grab our yellow ochre right here. This is gonna go in the middle of this one. grab our yellow. Actually, let's grab this color. We'll grab this yellow for this one. Grab some more of this big paint booger right there. There we go. We're going to grab a little bit of white for this. Let's get our white, pink. And let's see.
Before your coffee?
Yes, please. Let's go like this. Let's go with ooh, I know what.
Put that red dot to it here. It's hiding right now.
There we go.
Which milk do you want?
Like a quarter? Is that like a quarter of the cup? And here we go as we continue on with this painting here. I'm gonna add some light blue in the center. What'd you say, Kat?
It looks like there isn't much in there, but there is.
Why would it not look like there's not much in
Because
there?
it still looks like black coffee.
Ah, okay. I would have never guessed. I would have just totally just trusted with no questioning that you put a quarter in there.
You wouldn't even like look at it and say, it doesn't look like there's any milk in it.
Probably not, no. I would have never thought.
Okay, good.
Unless I tasted it and I was like, are you sure you put coffee? Put milk in this?
Are you gonna eat before you go to set, or just eat there?
Probably just eat there.
Oh, another surfboard.
Huh?
Another surfboard.
Yes, it's a surfboard. Kathleen and her surfboards. Oh man.
This is a dream of being a surfer, but it's too hard.
I just have this funny vision of you, like a naive young Kathleen going into a art gallery, and she's looking at she's hanging out with some guy or whatever, your friends, and then you see all these paintings, and it's a bunch of dicks, but you're like, look at all those surfboards.
Maybe. When I was a teenager.
Or even, I mean, you know, whatever age, young naive adult. A young naive person, or even a grown naive person, like.
Why, is that supposed to be a penis?
I do not specify what this is supposed to be, but. Oh, yeah, no, this is lighter. This is a lighter shade of. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna take this brush right here. And this has a dark blue on it. And then here we go. We want to go around with this color here. Paint around it.
Where are you? Guys, come here. Come to bedroom. Come to bedroom. Come on. Come on. Come to bedroom. Wait, this is getting the move with this laser. Here they go.
All right, what's up? All right, Edits is here. What's up, dude? How are you, Edits? All right, let's see. Paint this section a light. It's Monday. Oh wait, it's a holiday. I was about to say it's Monday. But it's a holiday. So it's not like any Monday. Except I do have work in a couple of hours. So I wanted to knock out this painting before I went to work. Yeah, you're doing great. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic. Good to hear. Got any good news? What's the good news? If you're doing well, that means there's good news. What's good news? You don't have to share if you don't feel like it, but you know. All right, let's go. Let's bring in some streaks of yellow here. I'm just gonna bring this down. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, my face is itchy. You know, I need to tighten up this area. This area here. Let's bring this up a bit more. And let's go. Let's go. Where else? I think we need to do a flip. Gotta do a nice flip to change the perspective up here. Let's change it up, people. Time for a little change. As our former President Barack Obama said, change. Change is important. Change. Let's go. Huh. Little piece right here that isn't doing anything. You know what? I would really like to just go like this. Just want to go like this. Spread some texture across the top here. Let's just go. We're gonna get some texture into this, some design, and gonna get some variety of color as we go into here. Bam, and the yellow, bam. We're just painting along, adding these nice, fun sections that help to add color and design to our painting. I don't like just like plain color surfaces. Just like doesn't, it's too pristine for me. I like surfaces with color and design on them. It's a nice painting right here. Yes, thank you, Omizu. We got some interesting things coming along. It's a very dramatic painting. So I read this This piece is actually inspired. I usually start without an idea or a theme, but this piece was inspired because this morning I was reading about these art collectors, and they quoted, "Art is meant to provoke." Great art, provokes or does, something, and I decided that I would make something that could possibly provoke. I don't know. It's not like, Alexa, what's the definition of provocative?
Provocative can be used as an adjective and noun. As an adjective, it is defined as something that provokes or incites. As a noun, it refers to something that is provocative. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
Alexa, what does provoke mean?
To provoke means to anger or irritate someone. The word is usually used as a verb, meaning to anger or enrage someone. The word can also be used as a noun, meaning an act or thing that provokes. It is related to the word provoke, which means to set in motion or action.
Well, you know what? I don't think this is provocative then. I don't think this would anger anybody. But let's see. I don't know. What do I think? Evocative, provocative. I don't think this painting would anger anybody. But we'll see. I don't know. You never know. I don't get, it's funny. As far as emotions go, let's just talk about emotions real quick. I don't feel as if I get offended easily. But, so my experience of being offended or being angered has a very high threshold. So it's hard for me to relate to people who do get offended easily to understand what is considered provocative and what isn't. Now, I have thought at times oh, this art is weird or this art is unusual, but I am sure that there are artists out there who incite much more angry responses than I might give, and I find that so interesting. But knives and guns are provocative. I guess. So this is 8 of 9. I have one canvas left, which I'm thinking, depending on my work schedule this week, tomorrow or the day after. Hopefully tomorrow or the day after. Guns are knives and guns are provocative. Yeah, they are. There we go. I'm going to surround these with the color yellow. That's what I want to do. I want to surround them with the color yellow. So what we're going to do is we're going to take lots and lots of yellow. Just going to surround these with the color yellow. Let's just lay down a huge, thick bit of yellow here. Yeah, words are very provocative. Words might even be more provocative than images, Words can be even more provocative than images. Right on, dude. Sounds like you know how to provoke, Omizu. It sounds like you have some experience in that. Were you by any chance in a family of 3 or more brothers, and you were the one that provoked things? Just kidding, man. So I'm an only child, and I find it, you know, so interesting when people have siblings. Like, I know people who have siblings, it's just like so obvious, right? Like, why would you not have a sibling? What would life, like, you can't even imagine what life is like without a sibling. But more so for me, what I find so fascinating is like how, you know, these dynamics of being brothers and sisters come together to create interesting adults. Your brother, you're younger than me, and a sister, 17. Oh. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, so you're the eldest brother, huh? All right, Mr. Oldest Brother, the most responsible and the most responsible of the group. My goodness, the eldest brother, one who carries the family name on their shoulders. I mean, I'm sure every eldest brother or sister has their own experience of what it's like to be the eldest, but I think that's the assumed assumed role, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm making things up here. I think a year. Your brother is more like the eldest than you've ever been. Oh my. Oh yeah, that's funny. Wow. All right. So we're going with the the Van Gogh effects of painting here, which, you know, all you really do is just go take a huge globs of paint and just go around the edges with the brush. Eventually you find your way. You know, I'm really surprised at how tame art in Los Angeles is, for the most part. Like, I went to this place called the Brewery Art Walk, and the Brewery Art Walk, and it was basically this huge warehouse that used to be for brewing, as you might imagine, and they turn it into this like community of artists. And there was only one artist there that I remember. I probably visited maybe a dozen of the artists' apartments, so it's like apartments, but you know, you use them for artwork. And every year, twice a year, they open it up for the public so that the public can go and see what these artists are up to. And what I was surprised by was just how, now that I'm thinking of it, there was only one artist that I was like, wow, this is shocking. This art, I mean, I wasn't like shocked, but you know, as far as a comparison goes to all the other artists there, I was like, wow, this guy doesn't give a damn. This person, or maybe it was a woman, I don't know. I didn't actually meet or talk to the artist, but I think it was a man. But I was like, this artist is this artist doesn't give a damn. They make whatever it is that they desire. And, you know, as far as Los Angeles goes, you know, you'd think that they would be the center, one of the centers of the art world with some incredibly interesting work that shocks or whatever provokes. But they were totally, most of these artists were not very provocative. Let's just put it that way. But maybe it's just not the culture out here. Boom! A new movement of tame art. Yeah. But here's the thing: is like L.A., Los Angeles. There's people outside in the streets pooping, like in the middle of the street. There's people wandering around with their tops off, like women. Which, you know, whatever. I'm all for freeing the nipple, but these are people are walking around not because by choice. I guess it is by choice, but you know, there's a lot of homeless and drug problems in Los Angeles, and there's people walking around naked. And there's people pooping on the side of the street. And there are people doing all sorts of stuff. But I just find it so interesting that this is all like happening throughout Los Angeles. But all this art is just so tame. There's only one artist out of the dozen artists that I saw that were like, oh wow, this is really I'm surprised I haven't heard of this person simply by the crazy and wild art that they make. You know what? I'm going to share it. I'm going to share this artwork. So basically, what this guy did, or this woman, I didn't actually talk to the artist, but he had a room, and it was filled with dolls of babies. But they were, it was a very gothic room. Everything was like black, and they had like dolls of babies, and they had like arms cut off. So like a baby would like, the baby doll would have its arm cut off and suggested that it was cut off, and it was holding its own arm in the other hand. And then there was like babies hanging from nooses and stuff. So, or I guess it was holding onto a noose, but not necessarily hanging from it. Anyway, this was the most shocking art that I saw. And while I would never personally make anything like that, because that would just not be my style, I couldn't help but think that this was the only artist that did anything that made me think, wow, what is this person all about? That's pretty shocking. I would feel uncomfortable talking about it. That's how that I guess that's what was provocative about it. And again, I don't promote anything like that as far as that exact subject matter, but yeah, that was the most provocative thing I saw. And I don't know. I didn't find out if there was it was a commentary on some of the issues tied to um, abortion rights or anything. I don't know if it was anything like that, right? Like, but the thing is it got my mind going, wondering, what is this about? Why are these babies cutting off each other's body parts? Why is this baby's like, this is crazy, absurd. But it's a very popular room. You know what I will say? Like, the people that watch this, you might be like, that's disgusting. That's horrible. Why would anybody do that? But this is the most popular room in this entire compound of like over 100, maybe like 200 artists. This room is packed. You could barely walk around in it. And it was the most popular one as far as people visiting. So, that says something, right? That says something about how, you feel uncomfortable hearing about it. You feel uncomfortable talking about it. But once you're there, you can't help but be drawn to it. I think it's the room itself spoke to the hypocrisy of humanity. Beautiful work as far as the provocative side of that goes. I don't think the work itself was like that. I thought the work was but I thought the message, or I don't know the message, but I thought the expression and the act of provoking was it was well done. So anyway, yeah, that was the most shocking work that I saw. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, they must be doing very well as artists. If they were living in those apartments are very expensive. Very nice, very expensive studio plus apartment with, you live in a community of artists, and it's pretty amazing to be in a community of artists, I can imagine, because you're just constantly surrounded by. But maybe if you're constantly surrounded by artists, it might not be as great. I don't know. Sometimes, every artist can have such a different experience to share, but I think sometimes it's also good to like hang out with people that aren't artists, just to get different perspectives, right? So, anyway, Brewery Art Walk. I can't remember that artist's name, but totally incredibly interesting work that if I saw it on YouTube, I'd be like, oh crap, what? I feel like anybody that filmed that on YouTube would probably be pretty amazed at how many views they could get. Maybe not amazed, but but let's see here. What do we do from here? I'm going to take this big brush. I'm going to fill in the space around this star right here. Just going to go in right here. I'm going to paint a circle around this. Now that I think of it, this idea of provocative, like people love to be upset almost. Like people don't usually watch the news because it makes them happy. People watch the news because it makes them hear about all the horrible things that are happening in their community. And although they say that they don't like to hear about horrible things happening, you know, what keeps you watching? Right? It makes you feel something at some level. I'm not saying all people that watch the news are like that, but I think deep down there's this element of this morbid curiosity that draws people to the news. So anyway, yes, there's a movement of tame art. It is here. It is around. Very tame art. Going back to the Renaissance era of tame art. Yeah, and you know what? Like, the interesting thing about that art is I don't feel like that art was I don't feel like that artist made it just to provoke. I mean, yes, that was probably that probably contributed. They're like, you know, maybe they were sitting around one day thinking of like, oh, how can I shock the world, right? Maybe they were saying that and that's what they came up with. But I think there was something more to that artist's exploration of that subject because the entire room was filled with those pieces. That's another question I want to Hans Belmer. You know what I would think is that's a question I'd like to have. Does art that is meant to provoke solely to provoke, is that as effective? Is that still effective? Or does the artist behind it truly have a huge impact? Hans Belmer. I'm gonna look him up. I'll look him up right now. I need to take a little break, visual break from this. I'm gonna actually give it a nice flip. A little visual break. Where's my phone? What do I do with my phone? Where'd it go? Oh yeah, Hans Belmer. That's pretty neat. Discombobulated dolls and bodies. Yeah. Oh yeah. I could see his unusualness, his bizarreness. Hans Belmer. Very cool. So that must have been what inspired this artist. Except, you know, instead of Hans Belmer using like adult figurines, dude, Hans Belmer is one unusual artist. But instead of these adult figurines, this person was using babies. Crazy. Anyway, good to know this. This is some interesting, provocative work. Hans Belmer. All right, what do we got to do here? We got to this imagery. I'm going to shake up this imagery now. This whole top corner is missing, but I almost feel like I could just leave this. Let's go with some imagery here. Go with some nice ice round circle. Let's go like this. There's some beautiful sunflowers here. Let's see, what is this message that was held for reviews? Ah, you mean the sunflower holder. For some reason I can't show that. It was held for review, but yeah. It's a sunflower holder, dude. It holds sunflowers. I need to do a nice flat color all the way around. Let's see. Let's add some more green here. Actually, you know what? How can we create some interesting stuff here? You know what? I got an idea. I have an idea. Oh, I need to paint the sides of this actually. I also need more paint in general. Once I paint the sides. Here we go. Here we go. Painting down. Give it a nice final sweep down. Sweep, 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 sweep. Bam. And I need some more white. I need some more yellow. So this one's a little different than my other ones because it's using a lot more natural colors, wooded colors, as opposed to where is my cat yellow? Yellow. Oh, hey, this might be a better color. See, I got these lemon yellows. I don't want to use my lemon yellows up just yet. I should grab all of my Von Hoch brand paints, pull them out. Well, that was your comment, so that's provocative. See, but here, like art, that's the thing though. Art doesn't work in isolation, right? I think this is just a proof, a demonstration that art doesn't work in isolation, right? If an artist makes something provocative and there's no one to comment on it, is it still provocative? That's the question. So, art is a team effort. Even if you're making it yourself, it's a communication, right? And communication goes two ways. There's a receiver, and then there's the person who gives the comment. It is a two-way street. Two-way street. Green and go around here because it's mixing too much with the red. We're gonna go just green, yellow, green and yellow. Art is communication. And here we go. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. I have an idea. I have a couple ideas. Let's go. I'm thinking of calling this the moneymaker. The moneymaker. Let's see. And what would be a good color to contrast on? So we got the green. Got some greens. We got yellows. Always gotta have a leaf. Something make it look natural. It's called fruits and vegetables. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Yes, very plant-like. The plants. I want to make this like engulf this. We're gonna engulf it. Actually, you know what? That should be more blue. All right, and what should we do about the rest here? Huh. There we go. There we go. Let's lay down some of this color around these highlights. And I like where this is at. I like where this is at. Let's go with some stripes. This is green. What do we do with this? What do we do with this color? Actually, I'm just gonna use up the rest of this green right here. It's It's an olive or a red. We can stick with that. And let's see what else. I think it needs more round shapes. Or just stripes. I think we're gonna give it one more flip. We might just paint the whole thing just a nice flat, pretty color. Oh, it's already been colored. Cool. So let's go like this. Let's see how we can spice this up. I want to give it like olive green. I like this olive green, but then again, there's so much green here. I feel like we should just go with a nice blue. It's gotta be something to do. Get some green into this, some green red into this corner. And what am I feeling right now?
Kittens are in the bed.
They are.
Yep.
What are they doing in there?
She's looking out the window and Scout is laying on the bed.
It's like spaceships shooting lasers, something like that.
They're all in the room. That looks like a Sesame Street character.
Which one?
The yellow one with the brown.
A Sesame Street character?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just my first impression is it looks like arms, and then it's got a little face, and it's gonna be like, oh, big-oo, the little bee. So it's kind of like a bee.
Yes. Sesame Street characters.
Yes.
Earlier, she said that this was a surfboard.
So what? That's my first impression.
Yes. No, I know. I'm just adding to the humor here.
It's plant life, maybe.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. Plants. Plants. Oh, this paint on this, I don't want to get rid of it, but I'm going to have to because we got to move on to the next phase of this, which is just painting in the background. I think we're just going to go. Go with a nice background here. So cleaning off this brush, lasers and surfboards. All the above. All the above. So let's grab this beautiful white. So this is actually a really expensive paint that I'm using right now. For the blue, we're going to be using... It's not like really expensive. It's just... It's a higher... slightly more expensive, so I'm using a Williamsburg Series 3 oil paint here just for the specific blue that I'm about to show you. It's Royal Blue, King's Blue, Series 3. So the higher the number of the series is usually the higher, I don't know exactly what it means. Usually like the quality as far as pigment goes, I think, is what it's supposed to be. So we're going to take this blue, and it's just wonderful color. We're just gonna lay it down into our spaces here. Look at that, just a beautiful blue. that we're going to use. And I'm just going to keep using it. We're just going to use this blue. I'm going to lay this blue down in random places. It's the one Melissa got me. Huh?
I see.
Yeah. So we're just going to put this down in various places.
The kids are in the room, so I'm going to take my footstool.
You're going to take your footstool?
Sit on it. I need to sit on it.
We're going to need more of this blue. It would be worth just buying an entire big tube of this blue because it's just such a fantastic
It's a great blue.
color that you don't really need to mix. Because mixing this blue could be quite a pain in the tushy.
I had this dream last night.
What?
I had a dream last night that he filled up Son's food dish with sunflower seeds.
And?
She starved to death because we took it for dinner.
Oh.
I'm like,
So we're
she's
gonna-
hungry now.
Gonna go like this. We're just gonna lay these blues down, but we're not gonna touch the edges. We're gonna go towards the edges with another color so that it doesn't interfere too much. I don't want the edges to interfere too much with and like get drawn into the central space of this paint. I feel very precious with this paint. Because not only is it a very it's an expensive paint, but it was given as a gift. So I feel like I want to try to keep it in its like main form. And you know, I've worked with expensive paints before, and still work with expensive paints on a regular basis. We're not expensive, but like, you know, probably upper middle tier as far as paint prices go. But you know, because this was a gift, I feel like I gotta be very gotta be specific with it. So this paint happens to be moving around a lot. It's painting. It's a spaceship shooting lasers. Laser spaceships. Here we go. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go into here. Let's go down into here. You know what, with this blue I can start to blend this around because this is blue as well. But I feel like once I get into the other areas, this blue simply, I can't do it with other colors. But with this color I can because it's blue.
I just had a really good idea.
For what?
What if these bags had holes in them so that if you use them in the litter box as a liner and you picked it up, the good litter came out through the holes and the only thing that you picked up was the stuff you have to throw out.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I had another idea for an invention.
Well, copyright it. Patent it. That's a good idea,
You
man.
have to make a prototype.
Yeah, I mean the amount of money that you put into like into film festivals, it's probably about the same amount that just like for a patent.
Yeah, but what's the requirement to submit for a patent? Don't you have to have a prototype?
Yeah, but that's easy to make. You just put holes in the bag.
But no, I'm thinking about something else.
Oh well, yeah. Look it up. It's pretty easy. I mean, I think you could do it on LegalZoom. I mean, I've had trademarks, so I don't actually know the patent process, so don't quote me on that. But I think it's probably not.
Should I tell you the idea, or is it not good to
No, I don't know.
say it on the air?
It's up to you. I mean,
Let's do it. Very special.
yeah. I mean, I would save your best ideas for yourself.
Now this would be easy to make a prototype.
Yeah.
Little hole in it. The other thing would have to be engineered.
Ah. Well. There you go.
Nothing about. I do have a really good idea.
Good. Yeah, I mean, write it down and start to do some research on how to patent it.
I'll tell you about it later. I think it's a really good idea.
I think it is too. I already know it's going to be a good idea.
Especially to
I don't even need to hear it to know that it's a good idea coming from you. Because you're never like, this is the first time you've ever come to me and you're like, hey, I got this great idea. So you must have had so many ideas that you've never shared with me until you came up with this brilliant one.
Well, I had lots of ideas. This is the first one that sort of inspired me because it could help out so many animals.
Yeah, well, keep it, hold on to it, and write it down so you don't forget. You know, it's so easy to forget shower ideas.
Oh, this is not a shower. This is a can't sleep for a while idea.
Yeah, but even that you can easily forget if you don't write it down. I mean, at least for me, I don't know about you, but I forget pretty much 99% of my inventive ideas.
Well, I don't forget the ones that I think have a chance of success. But yeah, I have lots of random thoughts of
I would still say write it down.
yeah, okay, I'll write it down. I'll write it down.
Now we're just getting into this whole canvas here. It's hot, you said?
It's getting hot. Yeah. You can feel like the sun is hot. Alexa, what's the temperature outside right now?
Right now, it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit.
Here's the sun.
We got the sun?
My knee is healed. It's getting better. My back is getting better. Hopefully, it stays strong. Good. You know they're gonna lock up your phone.
Huh?
We're gonna lock up your phone.
It's okay. Probably not gonna need it.
Not at night.
What?
It's good to have it during the day.
Why?
So that's when customers
Oh, I see, yeah. That's funny because something must have happened because when I went, they didn't lock up our phones. You're like,
also inside.
huh?
Weren't you inside?
No.
You didn't go to the hotel location in Santa Clarita?
Nope.
Where did you go?
It was in Pomona.
Oh, that's right. What did it look like? Can you say?
The what?
What did it look like? Can you
Just
say?
a house.
It's just a house?
Yeah, we were just at a house.
What were you doing at a
Just being at a house. Neighbors, being good neighbors.
house? Okay. Well, that was totally different than what we're doing.
Yeah, okay.
Completely different.
Yep, okay. Yes,
Yeah,
it
you'll
is.
see.
We'll see.
You will see.
I'm not even curious right now. I don't need to know. Don't even need to know.
Nope. Don't even need to.
I think once I establish this zone, these zones of paint here, I can start to
Ginger.
blue is looking good. Thank you, thank you. Blue is looking good. So let's grab a little bit more blue. We're gonna grab our lighter blue, and we're actually gonna use this to help transition some of these other colors here. The what?
I cleaned the boxes Saturday. I just didn't do it yesterday. My bad. Going so fast.
And grab some more of this blue. Grab some shade darker blue. We're gonna go around like so. We're gonna go around this. Allow some of the areas around it to transition, like fusing the paint and the light. With fusions of paint and light. Give it a hazy effect here. I'm allowing some of the blue to get a little bit mixed in the central area, but you know, it's not the blue itself that's the message. So it's okay if it starts to blend a little bit. Money, 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 money. And here we go. Yes, this blue I think is a great color to tie this all together. It's a wonderful color to tie it all together. Nice, just simple, light blue. And here we go. Bringing down these colors here. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 10:11.
It's at 10:11. So let's see, it's going to take me about an hour to get out there, which means I want to get there at 1:30-ish. Okay, thank you. You're acting like I've never, like, been... Huh? That's fine. That's... I'm not stressing about it. I just like to do things early. Right.
In this case, not.
Alright, so I'm gonna get there. Alright, so I'm thinking work. So I'm talking about, by the way, I'm talking about work and getting to work at a certain time. But it's at a different location, not a typical location, so.
Take this big cardboard out.
Alright, so we have laid down the majority of our color here. What I want to do is I want to add sections of like white. Give it like this textured effect with our white. Use our white. Sure.
I'll read two because
some more. Let's see. I feel like this section needs something. Let's see what needs to happen here. Excuse me. All right, got the white. What are we seeing?
also the bathrooms are really far away.
Thank you for informing me about everything that's going to happen today.
Good to know. I like to. They don't give you bathroom breaks. You gotta make your own. I think we are. Filled the canvas.
Huh?
You filled the canvas.
I did fill the canvas.
It's a good
yes.
thing. Yes. Ah, the stupid box. Needs to go.
I think the message is clear enough. Possibly. Let's see. What else? I feel like there's a little bit more that we could do. Just don't want to do too much. Let's see. Is this gonna go down here? Yes, it will. Let's clean this brush off. I need to get rid of 2 brushes. If I get rid of these 2 brushes, that means that I can start to work. No, you know what? I'm going to call this done. Less is more. Less is more. Actually, you know what? There's one section that I feel like needs a little bit more, just to balance it out. Because, like, you know, there's like these 2 sections that are very different, and I feel like if I update this one section, that I can help to unify it. And I want to try to unify the concepts in this by using similar textures for certain areas. So, in this process of unification of this painting, I need to get rid of these 2 brushes. I'm done with them. I don't need them anymore. I'm not going to use them anymore. This is good. Gonna lay this down right here. And let's see. It's part of me that's saying don't do too much, but I still need just a bit more here. Just need a little bit more sunshine. And let's get a bit of a paint going here. Dolce Loiza. What's up? How are ya? Super cool, thank you. I appreciate that. We're just gonna go around. We're gonna do a spiral effect here around the edges. We're gonna go spiral around the edges here. Get some spiraling around. Make it lighter in shade here. Go lighter around our shading. You know what? I need to just lay down like a huge, nice big chunk here. Just go like this. Just don't be shy with the paint. Just go around. Like the impasto effects. But I'm already also running out of color here. So let's go. That's not good. So much white. Instead of white, let's go with. Gotta go with a lighter version of this color here, which I don't have. I don't have a lighter version of this color.
But I didn't call, sorry.
Oh, here's something called blush. Rosa Timido. Timid Rose. So we're gonna go with this.
I didn't know there was a fire.
And we're gonna add some more white. Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Dolce. I got work in a couple of hours. I'm probably gonna start getting ready here in just a few moments, but I want to knock out this painting. So
No, sometimes.
Yeah, so today I was looking at this Instagram post this morning. I was looking at an Instagram post, and it inspired this painting. This Instagram post said something like, you know, great art has always provoked, and I decided to make something
doing better.
provoking.
There's a pep in your voice.
I don't think this is totally provoking, but there's, you know, something about it that captures attention. That's the goal here. Something about it, not necessarily, you know. Here we go. Let's do this.
Together, but we both have to have our cars. But we will be there together. It'll be fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, for this one, yes. It'll be very good. Yes. Yeah, number one is the holiday. Number two, we have a car bump. And it's a ways away, so we have mileage. Well, you know, it's not like a region. It's okay, you know. It's a good track. It'll probably be a long set as well.
And here we go.
Unless it's a holiday. What do they pay on the East Coast for? Really?
Here we go. And you know what?
That's a lot.
I like this color. I'm gonna give it some more pink around here.
Oh, well, that's about what I'm gonna get for. You know, it'll work out.
Some pink around here.
I understand.
Pink. There we go.
Yeah, 37.50.
My goodness. Omizu, thanks for recommending all these wonderful artists. Let me look up Philip Guston. I want to look him up right now. Philip Guston.
Yeah, I know. My friend found a figure of herself from the Mandalorian. This was before we knew what it was happening with AI and creating a likeness. So we all signed a waiver because we didn't know. It's 2 years.
All right, I could see that. His works are definitely have a. Oh yeah, he's got that like symbolism thing going on. Very interesting, rough, cartoony, but you know, very. You could tell that there's a lot of adult themes to it.
It's not nice.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's good to know some different artist styles here.
Oh, that's right.
And let's see. Let's.
Before all that. So they were sneaky, and it's Mandalorian, so it's profile.
Here we go.
People will be buying it.
Here we go.
Really? Oh my god. Wow.
And we're gonna go and take some of our green and darken this green. We're just gonna outline, just add some nice outlines here.
I did too. I enjoyed it. I shouldn't have. And plus there's a lot of food.
Outline here.
It's okay. I mean, it's just snacks.
Outline
I
this.
didn't go there. But there was ice cream with the Warner Brothers that was good. And pizza and donuts.
Add some outlines.
Yeah, I met a lot of famous people.
Outlines always makes things pop.
Famous in your own mind.
Good, nice outline right there. Round.
Okay, cool. Great book. Well, you're recuperating. Yes, you do. What are you doing? So, it'll take your mind off it. Okay. Okay. You're welcome.
All right, and there we go. I think we're done. No more. Actually,
Bye. Bye, Melissa. Have a good day.
you know what? A little bit more.
Thank you.
Just a little bit more. You are enough, Emmett. You are enough.
Such a downer.
Who?
Tony.
Oh.
I had wished him a happy Veterans Day, so he called me. And he's moaning and groaning about AI taking our likenesses and we're powerless to do anything about it. Blah, blah, blah. They don't pay us enough. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Okay. Write your book about it.
Okay.
It's like Forrest Gump. He had met so many like famous people in his lifetime that he's almost famous. So I said, well, write a book about it. He's like, no, I feel like crap. I can write a book. Just laying around. So mind is working. Tony Bruin. Let's get back to something. Okay, let me get clean porta potties.
And we're definitely gonna put some green into here. We're gonna outline this right now.
Okay, good.
Nice outline. Boom.
You make
Boom.
something out of the cardboard to put in the door. Just secure.
Oh, yeah.
Secure.
That would be great.
Yeah. Leave it up to you.
Let's grab this yellow, mix it in with the green, and we're gonna add some more texture as we go up into this section right here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's the sound paint makes when it hits the canvas. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's see. Here we go. There's a bit more. Need some more highlights of yellow. Right into here, we're gonna add these highlights of yellow just to show where everything's flowing. You know, I really like Philip Guston's colors. It's very, you know, just thinking about his work, it's very, his colors are very reminiscent of, what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Francis Bacon. Like those colors. I'd like to study Francis Bacon's colors at some point. I need to get some insight into his colorations. All right, we're done. We are finished. We're done for the day. Actually, this could probably go on a couple more places. Let's just go, right, we want to lay down the final bits of this paint here. Rather than leaving it off the canvas, rather than just wiping it off, I'm gonna fill this space nice and densely. Don't be shy with your paint, Evan. Here we go. Perfect, fantastic, perfection. Wonderful, excellent. Let's clean. Oh yeah, this has a lot of paint too. Let's see. Maybe we could go in the center with between each line. And go right in the center with this. All right. I might have. I think I'm thinking of this Seeds of life. Fruits of life. There we go. Fruits of life. I don't know. Fruits of life, seeds of life. Life? Maybe I'll just call this life. Nature. Alright. I think I might just call this life. L-I-F-E. Or the fruits of life. Fruits of life. No, the. The doesn't usually work. Fruits of life. Fruits of life. Life. Life as I see it. Life. Something about life. Well, with that, we're done. Wrapped up, and I almost forgot to put my signature again. Almost did it again. So let's grab a brush to do my signature. And of course, I closed it already. Jeez, come on. I always forget the signature. Always forget the signature. Here we go. Pop this back open just a little bit. Almost always. Let's go with this. Sign right here. Let's see. Oh well. Alright, here we go. There we go. That's it. We're done. We're finished. We're completed. This has been accomplished. Mission accomplished. Mission achieved. Good to go. Let's wipe this off. Give myself another. Gotta dip this another time into our mineral spirits so that I could get the paint off. Unknown color. Alright. Let's wrap this up. We're done for good. We're done until hopefully, depending on my work schedule tomorrow, I'm going to try to paint tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. If not, the day after. I think I will be able to finish this series of... I actually did 2 paintings yesterday, so it won't be 9 days in a row. It'll probably be like, you know, if I wake up early enough tomorrow and I can work late enough tomorrow night, I'm definitely going to paint tomorrow morning, but there is always the chance that work schedule gets jacked up. So, clap, clap. Here we go. Celebrate, people. Celebrate your creative endeavors. And good night, everybody. Thank you, those who are here, you know, Mizu, of course, but everyone else who is maybe less active. Thanks for being here. I know there are some of you here. Take care. Bye.